Okay. Oh, road surface hazard. The bike decided to stay upright. Suspension did its job. Tires did its job. You might want to check your tires after that, and then check your pantalones. So we're coming up to here around a corner. We can't see very much. Remember, we're supposed to be in orange stage, kind of prepped and ready for things just in case, but this looks like it's all over the road. Not much you could do.
Biker by surprise in another serious way.
So look at the road right there. Pretty terrible. It's going to be hard to dodge any of that. And this is where you start to like have complaints to the city. It's like, hey, fix your stuff. That's a pretty scary situation because what's happening here, and I don't want to scare too many people here, what's happening is that when you do hit, it's not just like, oh, you hit your suspension needs to do its job. Your throttle hand just gets screwed up. Okay, so then like you could accidentally pull it too much. You can accidentally roll it off. You can start jostling everything. Your handlebars start shaking. You can twist the bike. It's pretty scary. So it's just like, going over a speed bump or anything like that in the road. You want to see, if you see it ahead of time, lift your butt off just a little bit off that seat. Okay, that's going to help out a little bit. The rest of the stuff you're not going to be able to really manage. Okay, so you still want to hold on, but lift your butt up off the seat just a little bit. So that way, when the back tire does hit, it's not going to buck you around a little bit. Bike drop, here we go. That's what the name is. Okay, we got some music. I don't care about road rage. We're moving on. Here we go.
If you look closely, you can see quite a lot of oil slick on the road, which caused
oil slick. Okay.
Once you go onto it.
There's a little bit of oil. Yeah, you can see oil on the ground. We lost some traction here. It sucks. These are things that you can't really prevent outside of trying to avoid it. Now, you hear Motostars saying, hey, if you look closer, you can see oil slick. Well, if you see discoloration in the road too, then maybe we shouldn't go put our tires on that discoloration because that's where we're at. We want to get ourselves in a better position. Now, it's hard to see that. And that's perfectly fine. And if you can't see it, stuff like this happens. So how do we mitigate that? Remember, we're trying to seek and recognize hazardous situations. We need to maintain our skills. But just in case those two things fail, we could acquire and use personal protective equipment. This is why we have motorcycle pants, gloves, jackets, boots, and a helmet. Right here, when we dump the bike, that's our right knee, okay, right hip. Our right hand's putting ourselves down to try to protect ourselves, right elbow, and our foot. That's where gear would really come in. Whew. Throttle grip. Oscar, what are you talking about?
Tranquilo, estoy bien.
Uh-oh. I couldn't walk for 3 weeks after this. Break your tailbone? Break your coccyx? Uh-oh. Nope. We just dumped them. Oh, you saw no gloves. Oh, no. So we got a helmet. So 3 weeks, it doesn't sound like if it's a bone break, we're going to have, 8 weeks to heal a bone typically. Even longer, maybe 12 weeks for tendons and ligaments. So I'm assuming the skin, when it's healing, it just got really tight and you're not able to really walk. So more than likely he's got road rash, obvious trauma to his body. So soft tissue injuries, very dangerous, very painful. Hopefully he's doing better, but make sure you wear full gear. This is one of the reasons why. Shaky rides, here we go. Green doesn't always mean go. Let's see. It's gonna turn green for us and somebody's gonna turn left in front of us. There it is. It's always a freaking Prius. It's always a Prius. So don't just rush into the intersection. So it's green right here. Yes, but we have people turning left. That was a line of sight issue, but we could still see it right here. Slow it down. There's not a rush. Just relax. Relax. We're riding motorcycles. They're driving Priuses. Bike drop. Another guy. He did road rage earlier, so I'm not going to deal with that. Kuro no biker. Here we go. Get yourself a quad lock. He's got himself a ram mount.
Situation we are dealing with the worst type of driver who not only
link in description for that.
But also fled the scene without a second thought.
Oh no. What do we got going on? Oh, we're ended. Bro. Just didn't see him. Just didn't see him. one of the hazards at night, and then he just takes off. Sometimes you just don't get seen because there's such a small profile and the lights just aren't there. They're just not there. Okay. So 1, 2, Faith. Here we go. We're riding around. Oh, sheep. I would say, oh deer, but there's no deer. Got a little sheep right there. So what we have coming around this corner, you can't see much, right? Can't see much around this corner. This is a blind corner. We're going to be in orange stage, prepped and ready for anything. So we're coming around here. Can't see much now. We can kind of see a little bit, What's going on here? Oh, out of nowhere, around the corner. Think of this as like a little kid running out in a neighborhood, you know, chasing after a ball or something, like out for the driveway, you know, not paying attention, didn't look both ways, didn't see if there's vehicles coming. Well, this is a sheep. It's not really going to do much there outside to put you to sleep, you know what I'm saying? So we have cattle guard right there. Doesn't really work too well, does it? The sheep was just going to run across. But that's a cattle guard. So watch out for this, kind of freaky. But then here, right? So we have multiple different factors here. So if we're slamming the brakes while we're going over this is kind of like slick metal. It's kind of like slick metal. So when we're slamming the brakes, going over slick metal, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, very careful. He's got himself a quad lock, very nice. But yeah, watch out for that. Watch out for that. Did good. Handled it real well. Check your pants after that one. We got more on the side of the road. Gren's Tiger. Oh, no, I thought I heard an ambulance. Just a whistling noise. Non-issue. Just relax. Let them do their thing. Crest of the hill, you see how the car just disappeared on us? There's a line of sight issue. Ooh. Is that a red tail? Please don't tell me he hit it. Oh, man. So we're going to go over this one just real quick. Not too long. That's what she said. All right, so right here. Just take a quick look at this one. This is a crest of the hill. It's a crest of the hill. You see the car at the very tippity top of it? This is one of those issues that we have. So think of it as a line of sight issue, turning left, turning right on a mountain. But we're going to go into vertical. So when we have something like this, do you know if the road turns left sharply right after or turns sharply right after this hill? You don't know. Do you know what's on the other side of the hill? You don't know. So when we're coming up to a hill like this, be very careful. This is a hazardous situation to me. So locating this hazardous situation. Can't see anything. Poor little red tail. Pretty painful. That's gonna be painful. Bike is life on the Kentish Road. Side of the vehicle right there. Okay, careful, slow down. Good job slowing it down. Let them in. Move on. Watch out for any others, because there's other people acting idiots, like this one right there, that BMW. Very careful. Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, group ride. Time to rescue people. We have lots of people crashing. What is going on? So we have an Indian FTR making a bad mistake because they got rocks dumped into each other. We're going to have multiple issues, multiple different people crashing, multiple injuries. People are on the ground. This is where a group ride like this, you guys have yourself a rescue pack. We have rescue packs on our store. They're trauma kits. But here, the main thing here is remaining calm, ensure your own safety, and then assisting when you can. So pull off on the side. If they have any major bleeds, because you could have lacerations from sharp metal or just, a compound fracture or something. And then you can, direct pressure. Compound fracture is pretty hard to do, direct pressure. But apply a tourniquet, stop any major bleeds by packing the wound, quickly assess the severity. So if you see one of them kind of get up and they're like, whoa, what's going on? They probably have a traumatic brain injury. Watch out for spinal cord injuries. But the main thing here, especially with a group ride like this, be very careful when it comes to other people running into people, which is what happened, which caused the accident. But now we have stationary objects on the ground with flowing traffic. Look how many people. So yeah, let's get the bikes off the road to prevent further accidents, but we don't need 20 people on each bike. We can have 1 to 2 people on a bike, and then we can have the rest helping out, and then maybe directing traffic. We talk about that in the rescue booklet that comes with your rescue pack, And also you can download the rescue booklet on the MTC Rider Academy. It's $120 a year. You get the courses, all the downloadables, smart rider drills, everything. So, and we're going to be launching Unit 5 for the rescue portion. So he's limping. That's not good. Okay, probably just a little bit of pain, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, Davina, if it scares you a little bit, that's fine. This is just to bring you awareness that there's real life consequences to poor riding. So we're trying to mitigate as many of those things as possible by learning from their mistakes. So yeah, watch out for this guy wanting to switch lanes. We got the side of the vehicle right there. Switch lanes again. Not a big deal. That happens. That happens. Charlie Lindert. So we're on the track. Perfect time to practice. Perfect time to practice. Ooh. Ooh. Got a little cut off there. Got a little cut off there. All right, little Honda. Okay, watch out for any vehicles wanting to poke out, any pedestrians wanting to run across. There's a vehicle right there. Swerve left, ooh. Swerve back. And that right there is exactly how we should have handled that situation. Very good. Very good. So we're coming around this corner. Remember, we're going to be going into orange stage when we see the side of the vehicle. He already started to transition into braking. You see the camera kind of shift up a little bit right there, and that's because he was able to apply the brakes and his body weight shifted, which the camera shifted. So at this point, we need to plan our ride. We need to position for safety. Okay, we're in a decent position. We located. We're assessing. Now we need to navigate. Where can we navigate? Where is our escape path? Okay, so we have an escape path in this other lane. We can also try to slow down and stop in time so that when the vehicle does come out, we're able to swerve to the right, maybe get off on this like lined area, but that's kind of hazardous in of itself because if somebody else comes out, we're in a bad line of sight. So there's a lot going on. Remember, we're trying to figure out multiple different ways to handle this situation, and the way he handled it was great because it worked. So we're coming through here, sees it. Now, when it comes to a swerve, it's not just like, oh, we're going to slowly kind of move over. No, a swerve is we're going to purposely move. We're going to purposely get ourselves. We're moving with a purpose. We're moving with action. There's a lot going on here that we need to focus hard and use our body to get into it. Okay, we're juking this. Okay, so we're coming through here. Swerve, and this is why you practice your swerves. But look how close that was. Very close. Very close. Now, once we swerve, cool, we got that. Now we got to swerve back into our lane because look, we have oncoming traffic. We put ourselves in this position to save ourselves from the last one, but now we're in a new dangerous spot. And this is where a lot of people kind of screw up, and we see it on these videos where they look back and they start flipping people off that, oh no, what'd you do that? And they finally look forward and then boom, they hit something. And this is exactly it. So doing a great job, switch over. Perfect. Perfect. Did a great job. Handled it. Smart rider, little Honda. All right, Dan Phillips, night riding. Write down some problems when it comes to night riding. Like idiots? Yeah. Yeah. Bunch of idiots. Douglas Marshall. Here we go. Side of the vehicle. Non-issue. Looks like we're riding a boat. Is this a jet ski? What's going on here? Sacramaniac. Here we go. Having some fun. We got a sharp. Ooh, a little bit too much fun there, dude. Okay. Carter Blur. Side of the vehicle. They're slowing down. You slowed down. We navigated that situation. We got through it. Doing well. Dr. J. Here we go. We got sun in our eyes. We want to pass these people. We got a tractor. Looks like up ahead. They want to pass also. A little Ford Transit right there. Wants to pass. They passed. We passed. Get back into your lane. You can't see. There you go. He's trying to look around. What is going on? Who's clicking all these buttons? Make sure you guys sign up for the MTC Rider Academy. Thank you for ruining the intro. Now we're going to have to leave.